That was the bait that got me to gear up. I'll get valuable classroom experience, in-classroom experience that I will not get anywhere else. And so I get that opportunity and I get paid for it. But obviously it's led to more. But yeah, definitely teaching is my one and only goal now.
From my observations in the 9 schools that we work with in San Francisco, the majority of students come from low-income areas and are made up of students from a variety of minority, racial, and ethnic groups. And I believe that G.E.A.R has tailored their project and their aim at these students in these particular demographics because these students typically score lowest with California testing. And overall, they have the lowest performance, even with their grades. And so since we see that there is such a deficit amongst minorities compared to, let's say, non-Hispanic whites, that, you know, there must be something going on and we should give this support to the students who, let's say, are at the range, they're C students, or even, you know, they could be B students, but they can like potentially go down to C or D or even fell out of school.
All the students kind of get this like little blank look on their face like, oh great, here's another person to tell me I'm dumb. But really, I was just there to help them, and so it was kind of hard to like basically breach the gap between I'm here to help you versus, oh, she's just another teacher to give me work.
I was a student that benefited like a student that benefits from the G.E.A.R program. I was one of those students that I did not care about school. It was just, you know, go have fun, be a clown in school. But, you know, people invested in me, they gave the time, they gave dedication, and I'm a result of, you know, not just a program, but really a tool to empower myself. And just like G.E.A.R, here I am going back to help my communities. So not only did I just, you know, do it for my own benefit, but here I am, you know, 10 people help me, but now I'm going to help 30, and maybe those 30 will help out 60, and maybe 60, 120, and so it has a life of its own. So these programs, you know, though they cost money, and yes, you know, sometimes you may not see the results, you know, straightforward. 10 years ago, someone had enough, you know, foresight to see, well, you know, if I help someone out, you know, give a little money here to a program which I was in, you know, maybe, you know, they'll do something. They'll stay out of jail. And like, I'm not in jail. I'm here, you know, making sure more kids, you know, don't end up down the wrong path.
You know, I wanted to push kids to actually succeed and actually know about college, because a lot of kids are not actually pushed to go to college. They're just pushed to just go to high school, and that's probably it. You know, so I actually encourage to actually bring them onto the college campus and expose them to different majors available to them. You know, a lot of kids don't even know about civil engineering. Some kids don't know that the math can actually get them to build bridges. You know, so I actually would like to encourage them to not only just get into college, but find various majors out there that they don't know about, that can get them, you know, into a successful career.
But I have made a special focus to spend more time with them, to sit with them in class, to convince them and encourage them to respect themselves and to get the most out of this experience, this home away from home, how I like to see school. And I've seen some positive, you know, turnaround with these students. And I believe, you know, the presence of G.E.A.R in the school has helped in that way. And hopefully it can happen with a lot more students too.
One of the biggest accomplishments for me thus far, it's still in progress, but there is this new student. She's 13 years old, she's in the 7th grade. She just immigrated here from Myanmar. She speaks barely any English. I overheard her talking to other students, how many friends do you have? And she's like, 0, you know? But the fact that she can talk to me, she's comfortable to use her broken English with me and actually figure out the lessons. Like she's hungry to know how to figure these things out.
Yeah, my ethnicity has helped me to better tutor students in school because, well, I'm not originally from the United States. I'm actually an immigrant. And so it helps me to basically relate to them with coming here and learning a new language and the struggles of that.
Yes, well, definitely my bilingual skills have helped me connect with the students. Many of the students at every middle school are from Latin America, and of course when they come they feel a little uncomfortable or not situated as well as, you know, students that have grown up here. So when they connect with someone that speaks their language, you know, knows a little of their, you know, dialect, then, you know, they feel more comfortable, more able to connect with you and feel comfortable, you know, just talking, having a regular conversation that otherwise when I have with the teacher who's too busy trying to teach the class and not focus on, you know, 1 or 2 students that are having this issue.
That's a really good question in terms of the trajectory, basically, of G.E.A.R in the next 10 years. You know, honestly, funding is the big thing. I believe that G.E.A.R has the potential to move mountains. And I know that says a lot, but for a student to have that one-on-one attention, even within small groups, it's magical, and it really helps students build their confidence. It helps students improve upon their academic performance overall. And I believe that a lot of these students who are not performing well, they need that extra push, they need that extra assistance. And us, as G.E.A.R tutors who are undergraduate as well as graduate students, we've been there. And we overcame those challenges, and we're in college now. And a lot of us, we care about the communities we come from, and we want to go back, and we want to help these students and such that they'll be in our place and maybe even doing bigger and better things than us. And I believe that we have the technical skills. I believe we have the great preparation with our program and our classes that we take once a week. And I feel that with more support, we can do greater things. We can have more tutors available.
If schools can just make G.E.A.R and see G.E.A.R as a resource, then I think it is definitely going to do more than it has projected. Because I think you have a lot of passionate people that want to go in there and make a difference, and you can't just pay people to be passionate. I mean, you could try. I mean, you go ahead. You could give them however much money, but you can't, and that's the bottom line. And having passionate tutors, having teachers supporting them, and having administration and faculty backing that up, that's powerful. And I think in 10 years, I think G.E.A.R is gonna be part of schools, like a lot, every school. And that's just a resource that I think will enhance learning. And it's nice because then teachers will also have the opportunity to work with college students and see what they know and swap ideas. And students can look up to these college students and go, hey, they're just like me. And so that's okay, and that's a great thing.
I look at it as a way for us to uplift our communities by reappropriating this institution, making it our own, and using that to fight for survival, I guess, in America, but to also uplift each other. So G.E.A.R definitely bridges that gap.